Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer and today I'm going to be driving the recently released X-90 for Raceroom Racing Experience. Now this is a fictional car based loosely on the early 1990s Formula 1 era, an era which I, and I'm sure many of you guys too, hold quite dearly in our memories. Growing up, my first ever introduction to sim racing was the legendary Jeff Cramond's Grand Prix PC game, which even Sector 3 have paid homage to with this X-90 pack by reusing some of the fictional AI driver names from almost 30 years ago. To be able to step back in time and relive this all over again, but with full VR support and modern day sim racing physics is just... it's just something that my younger childhood self would only ever have been able to dream of. Anyway, let's stop getting all nostalgic and go racing. Okay, so normally what I like to do is record a brief introduction like you've just watched and then cut straight to the start of the race, followed by 30 or so minutes of my questionable driving and talking nonsense. Thought I'd mix things up a little bit today. Because Raceroom is known for its incredible sound and these cars are generally known for sounding incredible, I thought I'd throw in a little bit of practice footage as well, just as a little treat, guys. So yeah, here goes. Don't forget to turn the volume up.
Its exit looks clear. Brakes are cold, we need to get some heat into them. Cold tyres all round.
How good does that sound? Woo!
Alright, right side's clear.
If that doesn't put a smile on your face as a fan of just motorsport and sim racing cars in general, I don't know what will, guys. Anyway. Anyway, time for the race. Okay guys, so here we are at Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. The short version, of course, the one that was used, or as close to as Raceroom has, for the 1990 French Grand Prix. Now, we are doing a 20-lap race today against 25 crazy AIs. Now, I say crazy because I've had a few practice races already, and oh, it's a handful. it's an absolute handful. It's going to be a miracle if I can make it to the end in one piece. Anyway, we start in 9th position. Let's try and hold on for dear life. Such a handful, this car. It's such an absolute blast to drive. It really is. Incredibly challenging. Now let's give it a go.
Nail it.
Way too much wheel spin on the start. We're getting swamped. Cars on either side heading down to turn 1.
Very wide.
It's losing positions everywhere.
It's car on your right.
Gently does it. Oh, down 3 positions already to 12th.
Car on your left.
Although, we sail around the outside going into the chicane for the first time.
Still there. Still there.
Side by side down to the notoriously fast right-hander here.
Side's clear. Decent start.
Got him! Back at the 10th. Not quite flat out just yet. Obviously waiting for the tyres to come up to temperature, and this right-hander here just never seems to end. That is going to be an absolute tyre killer before the end of the race. Be very surprised if I don't get out of here with some significant tyre wear.
Still there. On your left. You're clear on the left. side's clear.
Hold it defensive into the final corner.
Right side. Clear right.
And that is a lap of Paul Ricard. Well, the short version at least anyway. Back up to 9th where we started. Hectic first lap as everyone's going very gingerly into turn 1 here for some reason. Let's hop it over the curbs. Big wiggle on the rear. Back down to the chicane again. Oh, locking up the front tyres. Trying not to go into the back of the car ahead of us there. Well, we got the drive. We got this guy on the outside. P8 now. Although he's looking back. Crazy. Oh, 2 of them, 3 of them go through. How was it part of the plan?
Right side.
We'll get him back on the outside.
Right side. Clear on the right.
We'll try the cutback here again. Try a wide entry. I swear this is exactly what I did last lap. Deja vu.
Left side's clear.
Speaking of deja vu, this car is very prone to getting sideways if you hadn't already noticed. You've got to drive it on the absolute limit.
Still there. Clear on the right. It's just done. 115.
Wheel spinning in 3rd gear. Right in the tail tracks of this guy. Anthony Avo ahead of us now. Gonna go to the inside.
Take it easy. Calm on your left. Clear left.
Heavy on the brakes. Short shift into 2nd for traction. Got him. Okay, this is more like it. We're going in the right direction now.
The gap to Chats ahead is now 0.121.
Oh,
Rivellini is now leading. Oh, damn. Come on, track limits.
big wiggle on the rear, going into that corner there. Couldn't quite make it stick.
On your left.
Something that I have noticed about this track
Hold your line. Clear left.
is that it gives
Right side tyre.
Spa-Francorchamps from iRacing a run for its money when it comes to off tracks. But of course that's a good thing here because there's so much tarmac. You need some kind of incentive not to just run wide all the time.
Fastest lap for Rivellini. 115.29. Left side.
You get the power out coming out the final corner.
Still with you.
Another victim into the first hairpin.
Chances here. Let's make sure.
Heavy on the brakes.
P7.
Got him. Alright then. Up to P7.
Tyres are cold. Watch out.
Sorry if I'm not quite as chatty as usual in this race, guys. As I'm sure you can imagine, this takes up a lot of my mental energy, a lot of my concentration to try and keep it on the road. No traction control, no ABS, and a whole heap of horsepower under my right foot. Takes a lot of brain power to keep it on the road. Even for the world's best drivers. And let's be honest, I'm definitely not the world's best driver. Not even close. It's so much fun though. Woo! Never gets old. Wilging the rear tyres coming out of a slow corner.
Okay, down. Relax. Focus. Keep it smooth. We've just done 115.24. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
Seems like the AI are quite weak in the slow corners here. Making up a lot of ground into the hairpins and the chicanes. Can't quite keep up with them in the straights and the higher speed stuff though. That's better, there we go. Nice wide entry.
On your right.
Ah, can we get him around the outside?
He's still there. Right side's clear.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Whoa,
Good work, mate. Keep it up.
big slide. And here we are at P6. With a very familiar name ahead of us on track. Kurt Langer. Now there's a name from the F1 GP days.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. It's excellent, mate. Keep it up. 6th place. Fastest lap. That lap was at 1:14.87.
This is something I've really got to, as we cut the apex there. It's really something I've got to say thanks to Sector 3 for. Using the names from the original Grand Prix game by Micropose and Jeff Crammond. Such an amazing touch. It brings back so much nostalgia. Star! Held onto it on the outside. Yeah, it brings back so much nostalgia seeing all these names from a game that I spent a lot of my childhood playing. I'm sure many of you guys did too as well. Arguably the birth of sim racing. Definitely the birth of my sim racing experience anyway. Ah, too wide. We're fighting for 5th position. I'm going to try and go heavy on the brakes into the first hairpin. Dummy to the inside.
Car left. He's still with you. Still there. Left side's clear.
Very clumsy, pushes us towards the apex. Let's try and get him into the chicane.
Keep this line.
Whoa!
You're on the right.
Made some tie-to-tie contact there.
Still there.
We got him on the outside going into the notorious right-hander. This isn't a good idea, guys.
Still there. You're right. Cold tyres all round. Light gap is now leading. Right side. Clear right.
He definitely knows how to hold a defensive line, that's for sure. Whoa! Big wiggle on the rear, had to get out of it massively there. So close. Lighting up the race. Can't believe we're on lap 8 already. This race is just flying by. We got him now. Weave to the inside.
Still with you.
Oh, he's still got it.
On your right.
Just got so much more speed around the outside.
On your left side. Clear left.
Very defensive on the brakes there from Kurt. It's one hell of a battle. We'll try a cheeky dive bomb into the last corner here. If not, just hold him tight and get him into the first corner. Not the best of exits, unfortunately.
Okay, down. Stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. Match race pace. This is going to P6. That lap was at 1:15.36.
Cheeky dive bomb.
On your left. You're on the left.
Short shift for traction. Oh, he's right in the mirrors. I can see him all over the back of me. Give him a little room on the apex just in case he decides to go for it. Big dab of opposite lock there. Up to P5. Carl Sorensen, the next target in our sights. Another familiar name from back in the day. Oh, I just never get tired of that sound at the back of the car. That V12 engine. It's just pure magic.
Seeing minor wear on your rear tyres.
closed the gap up nicely already.
Gap to Langer behind is now 1.3. E5, that's the fastest lap. That was 1:14.00.
Whoa! What's going on?
Left side's clear.
He's just parked it on the apex there for some reason. Had to lock up the fronts to avoid going into the back of him. Very fortunate that Raceroom doesn't have flat spot physics quite just yet. I know they said it's being worked on, but this is R Factor 2. My tyres will be destroyed right now. Very fortunate not to have that.
Right side tyres are cold, your left front's hot.
Told you guys that left front is going to start cooking. Tell you something else that's heating up is this race. I believe that's third, second and first on the road ahead of us. And what better cars for it to be? A fake Ferrari, a fake McLaren and a fake Jordan. Does it get any more nostalgic than this?
This is brilliant, keep it up. Your last lap time was at 1:15.00.
Wow. I know I'm probably making a lot of strange noises this video, guys, but I guess that's what just happens when you get oversteer in a 1990s Formula 1 style car. I wonder if Nigel Mansell made these sounds when he drove. I suppose Nigel Mansell wasn't really recording videos for YouTube though, I guess. Didn't have an audience to entertain. Starting to make a few silly mistakes now. Ran a little bit wide there. Cost us the lap. Another cut track warning. Too many of those and I won't get a penalty. Going to play it nice and easy into these corners now, just to be safe. So I know the AI has a tendency to be quite slow on the slow speeds. I don't want to run into the back of them and throw it away now. The last few races on this channel have been pretty sloppy, so I just want a clean race, guys. I just want to get a good result. We've dropped the car behind us to the tune of about 2.5 seconds, which is good. Big wiggle. So we just got to try and focus on the cars ahead of us now. Whew. Very lucky not to lose it then. Definitely feel that the grip is starting to go.
Last lap was at 1:15.74.
No!
Left side, very wide, we're on the right.
Give him the positions.
The guy on your left side's clear.
Give him the positions back. Try and make it a bit fairer. I know the AI has been a little bit slow into the corners. That was ridiculous. I've got to kind of take some responsibility for that as well. And of course, if I was a little bit more cautious, I wouldn't have gone into the back of him. But those guys were just parking it on the apex. And there's not really much I can do if they just stop dead in the middle of the track. I don't expect them to do that. I'm very fortunate not to have got some front wing damage there, guys. Got him.
Good stuff. Keep
Back up to third.
Keep it up. We're looking good here. V3. The lap time was at 16.64. The lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
Don't get me wrong though, this is an absolute joy. Just the physics are incredible. Honestly, the road feel is amazing, and just the feel in the tyres is amazing. And the sound is amazing. And the visuals is amazing. Need I go on? It's amazing. I'm not sure if you've worked this out by now, but I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying this. And if you guys are enjoying the video as much as I'm enjoying recording it so far, then you know what to do.
See it minor wear all around.
Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. If you want to see more, press that big red subscribe button. Because Raceroom isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I know for sure I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more videos in this car.
Time was 1:15.
Maybe even a full custom championship. What do you think, guys? Would you want to see that? Oh, heavy on the brakes again. Honestly, got to be so careful into turn 1.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Fucking hell, down the track limits. Come on. Sector 1 is clear.
Obviously, turn 2 is so tempting to take some more curb than you already are. Get a cut track for it as well. Lap 15.
Pressure on. Don't give him any respite.
3/4 of the way through the race. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to lose the grip now. Suffering from a lot of understeer in the longer corners. And the rear of the car is just floating around so much more as well. It's like a delicate little dance between my right foot and the track surface. Whoa! No, no, no!
Yellow flag. Clear left. Green flag. Found. Car ahead is so-and-so.
Remember what I was saying before, guys, about wanting to have a clean race? Can we just ignore that, maybe? That doesn't count, surely. I didn't get any damage. I only lost 1 position. He overtook me, fair and square. Oh, 6 seconds to the podium with 4 laps to go.
Really? So-and-so in. The gap is not protected.
I'm going to be quiet for a couple of laps now, guys. Really going to use my concentration. Try and put some super fast laps in.
Front tyre is running out.
So I'll catch you on lap 18. Enjoy the ride. Calm down.
The lap time was 1:15.37. Sector 3 is 0.38. Off the pace. Watch the track limits. We'll get a penalty if we don't.
Sloppy driving, Dan.
Your left rear's got some ground there, mate. Keep an eye out. Car on your left side. Clear on the left. Sanchez is leading the race.
Just need to reset mentally. Go again.
Gap to Davies behind is now 0.8. The gap is now 15.25.
Okay, 2 laps to go, guys. I think 3rd place is well and truly off the radar now. The tyres are well and truly past their best. But we have a big car ahead of us for position 4 by the name of Carl Sorensen. I swear I've already overtook him about 4 times in this race already. Oh, I just got no grip. Absolutely no grip whatsoever.
Your right side's cold, your left front's hot.
Okay, this is it. Last lap. Do or die.
Last lap.
Half a second in it.
15.57, sector 1 is 0.26 off the pace. Sector 2
Oh,
is
heavy on the lockup.
off the pace. Sector 3 times okay. Clear left. Well done, Dan. Nice move, mate.
Got him. And that looks like the top 3 fighting for position ahead of us as well. No. Oh.
Clear on the right. Push. We might get 3rd here. Watch those track limits.
Silly, silly, silly. Just a little bit too adventurous on the throttle. The tyres that probably shouldn't even be on this car anymore.
The gap to Davies behind is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
No, that's it. Way too far back now. 5th place. I'm exhausted. Absolutely mentally exhausted, guys. Round the last corner here at Paul Ricard. There's the checkered flag. It's over. Thank goodness for that.
P5, there's the finish. Good drive.
Honestly, guys. Wow, what an experience, seriously. Okay guys, so there we have it. I'm done, seriously. That took so much concentration. I just can't even think straight right now. Honestly, 20 laps in this car, trying to hold on for dear life, no traction control, no ABS, just so much power, it's just crazy AI, great AI as well. I mean, from 9th all the way back up to 5th, back up to 3rd, back down to 11th, back up to 5th. I think I was in every position between 3rd and 15th in that race at some point or another, but yeah, just crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Not my best driving, if I'm being honest, especially towards the end of the race. I know I was hoping for a clean result, but that does it count? Does that count as a clean race? Probably not. But yeah, 5th place. I'm happy with that. I just hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed driving it. I mean, if you have access to Raceroom and you want to spend a few dollars, pounds, yen, whatever it is your currency is, you can't go much further than the Formula. What? I can't even think. The FRX90. You can't go much further than the FRX90. Seriously, it's such an experience, especially if, like me, you grew up around these cars, you idolize these cars, and you have a little bit of the rose-tinted glasses going on. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. I'm just going to wrap this up because I'll just keep rambling otherwise. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. And as always, if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.